Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Yonkers Raceway here on Friday night. It is March the 24th, 2017. Gonna look at the Matchmaker Series races 5, 6, and 7. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And remember to please join me here tomorrow for the Dubai World Cup preview for all the 9 races they have on the card from Maidan. And join me tomorrow here on YouTube for the George Morton series. We'll have full card selections for Yonkers, or the preview for the Levy series here on YouTube. But for this Friday night, the next few weekends at Yonkers, it's going to be pretty nice with these with the series of the Matchmaker and the Morton. Personally, better racing than the Meadowlands, but it's my view. Great racing. So let's get on to it. We have 3 races to look at: races 5, 6, and 7. The 5th race from Yonkers is the Bluechip Matchmaker series. It's mares free for all, second leg, first division. Field of 7 pacers traveling 1 mile, purse $40,000. It's the beginning of a pick 4 here that connects races 5 and 8. Exacta trifecta wagering. Let me give you an exacta here. My top pick, and if you're going to play the multi-race pick 4 wager, I would single the 4 horse. Hopefully I said this right. Usually when I handicap a race, I don't look at the horse's name, and I should really look at the horse's name right before I start these videos. I really should, because I'm probably going to screw up this horse's name. But let me stop stalling and say number 4, San Bet. It's the 4 horse. English. The English language is not my strong point. But I'm gonna use the 4 horse as top pick. Gonna go 4-1. But number 4, Brett Miller and the Sulky, 3-1. Larry Remen trains this 6-year-old mare out of some beach somewhere. Why can't they just name the horse Some Beach Somewhere too? It would have been so easier to say the horse's name, but he's a great horse, by the way, too. But this horse is making his first start in the United States in, I believe, in quite a while. Most recently, this horse is running up in the Great North at Woodbine, 10th of March, 2 weeks ago in the Filly Mare. Preferred handicap. This horse finished second by 1 1/4 lengths. From the rail, this horse got third off the gate, got the lead midpoint of the race, and then lost in the stretch run. Kind of hit the wall a little bit. Had a little bit of time off. Is coming to a half-mile track where speed is the king. He should really do well. Start before this horse had to start on at Woodbine on the 3rd of March. Filly Mare preferred. Horse finished second by a neck from the 5-hole, straight to the lead. Just lost it right before the wire. Disappointing beat, but he should really improve off those runs. And then the Filly Mare preferred at Woodbine, 24th of February. This horse finished third by 4 1/4 lengths. Was just not into it that day as a favorite. This horse has been the favorite his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every start this year, this horse has been the favorite. On paper, this horse has a lot of speed, so I think she should really run a big one. She's facing some very tough horses up in Canada in the preferred there. She's won already 7 times out of 17 offerings. She's won 3 times out of 7 offerings this year. I was looking at the year, not the not the the actual runs, but she's won 3 times. She's come in the money 7 out of 7 times. She's a very good horse. 53,000 this year already out of the 731 she's made a lifetime. Watch out for this one to run a big one here at Yonkers. So to recap my bets for this 5th from Yonkers, Bluechip Matchmaker series, second leg, first division. Gonna go with the 4 horse. Gonna go 4-1 in the exacta here, 4-1. So now let's get on to race number 6. The 6th race from Yonkers is the Bluechip Matchmaker series. Mares free for all, second leg, second division. Field of 8 pacers traveling 1 mile, purse $40,000. My top pick in this one, I'm going to go to the 5 horse, Match It a Par. Going to go 5-3 in the exacta, single the 5 horse in the pick 4, I would say. I would single, last race I would single the 4, and this race I would single the 5. You're just going to have to find the next 2 legs. I would go deep because, it's going to start off chalky, I think, the pick 4. So if you want to make money, you're going to have to find the price next 2 legs for sure. But number 5, Match It a Par. 3-2. Jason Bartlett is on this Richard Bonka trained 7-year-old mare out of match 3. Most recently, this horse had start last week here in the Bluechip at Yonkers. This horse Horse won by a nose that day from this 2-hole, went straight to lead, and just held on to win. Just looking at the race, maybe the horse needed the start that day, because she just weakened a little bit at the end. Today she should have a really good run. Start before the third of March at Yonkers and Philly Mare Open Handicap from the 7 holes. Horse finished second by a neck. Since the Matchmaker is a free draw, not a free draw, but it's an open draw, so you don't get assigned to post draw. I think this is a better series for her than the open handicaps here, because in the open handicap, this horse will be getting assigned the outside draw, and this horse cannot handle it from the 7 hole, because it's a lot it takes a lot out of this horse. In the open, she kept gunning the 7 hole. She did win once, but she's been finishing second by a neck. Her last victory in the open came on the 24th of February. This horse won by head from the 7 hole, got second off the gate, shortly got the lead afterwards, and just held on. Very good run, but I have to say those opens take a lot out of this horse from that outside draw. Today this horse will run a big one, so watch out for this one. It looks very hard to beat on paper. So to recap my bets for the 6th from Yonkers, it's the Bluechip Matchmaker Series, second leg, second division. I'm gonna go with the 5-horse Match It Apart. Gonna go 5-3 in the exacta. To the final race I'll be looking at on today's program from Yonkers here on YouTube. 7th race is the Bluechip Matchmaker Series Mares Free for All, second leg, third division. Field of 8 Pacers traveling 1 mile, purse $40,000. And my top pick in this one, I'm going to go to the 1-horse Bedroom Confessions. Going to go 1-3 in the exacta. This is a weird race. This is the race. If Bedroom Confessions doesn't show up today, this is the race you might see like a 15-1 shot, I have to say. So this is the kind of race I would either go single or all. So, I would either single Bedroom Confession or just go all, because you're going to find, this is one of those races going to go either way. But I number 1 Bedroom Confessions as a top pick. If this horse shows up, should do well. Scott Zeron, 9-5. Tony Alanya, most recently last week in the Bluechip first division, first leg of the Bluechip. This horse finished second by nose that day. Fourth in the 4-hole, went straight, got second off the gate, and, finished second behind Match It Apart, ran a hell of a race. We'll have last race, but this horse was just second best. I think this horse needed a race today. Today she should run a really big one. Start before 3rd of March at Yonkers and Philly Mare Open. Horse finished 6th by 3 lengths from the 8 hole, got 8th off the gate. Finished closed up a little bit at the end, but just got screwed by the draw. Same thing like I said about Match It Apart. This horse has been getting screwed by the Philly Mare in the open handicaps, because it's a signed post draw. This horse kept getting the outside and really couldn't keep up with them there. But today gets derailed, which would be very nice. And if this horse is ready, she should run a big one. Her last victory came in the Philly Mare Open Handicap at Yonkers, 17th of February. Horse won by 1/4 lengths from the 7 hole straight to lead. Didn't look back. Very easy victory in 1:52.1, which was the best time for this horse this season so far. She's run some very nice races this year. She should run a big one here today. So to recap my bets for the 7th from Yonkers, it's Bluechip Matchmaker Series, second leg, third division. Gonna go with the 1-horse Bedroom Confession. Gonna go 1-3 in the exacta. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck.